here we are, ready to party. By party, I mean read Monster Smut.
That's a party to me, babe. That's a party to me.
How you doing?
Is it only Tuesday? How's it only Tuesday?
I don't know. Time isn't real right now. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy.
How about you?
We're here. It was my day off, and we're thriving.
Yeah. You had an eventful day.
An eventful day.
Right.
No, I'm premiering my tattoo.
Forged. Is this just for funsies, or is this in reference to something? Because I know a lot of your tattoos are bookish.
It's for if I don't get a new tattoo right now, I'm gonna go crazy. And so here we are.
You know, I have 0 tattoos.
And I love that for you. Not everyone
I almost
needs
got one for
tattoos.
my childhood cat.
Yeah.
But I was on the phone with the tattoo artist talking about what I wanted before our first meetup, and they didn't tell me that they were going to send me my 18-year-old cat's paw prints after she passed in the mail. And I opened it while I was on the phone with the tattoo artist, started sobbing my eyes out, and then was too embarrassed to ever call her back.
Aww.
And I've never.
That's like a good tattoo.
Yeah. I had her from the day she was born when I was 9 years old until the day she died when she was 18 and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
she looks
that's a good
just
one.
like this.
Perfect.
Except a bald belly.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous.
Cute.
I like it. It suits your arm.
Thank you. Yeah, it matches the vibe of everything I have going on. So it's good stuff. What are you reading today?
I am reading Slaying with Sylphs.
So fun.
Which is book 6 in the Haven Ever After series.
And I love that for you.
I read all of them in very rapid succession, and I'm excited to be all caught up again until April, when the 7th book comes out in the series.
I mean, she's like pumping those out.
Well, she just did a novella. The first novella in that series came out on New Year's Eve. And then this one came out in February, and then April is going to be the next full-length book. But I think theoretically the next one, which is something with mermaids.
Fun.
As far as I can tell, it may be the last one in this series.
Oh, wow. R.I.P. So sad.
Here we are. What about you? What are you reading?
I'm finishing up Soul Detect.
Oh, babies.
And by finishing up, I still have like 200 pages left because these books are so big.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good at picking out those big monster romances as we start the 500 and something page sapphic vampire demon thing last night.
Yeah, like I have so many that are really large.
Giggity.
Whatever, it's fine. I love a nice thick book.
Yeah. So I was enjoying Kiss of Seduction.
Yeah, Kiss of Seduction.
Enjoying that last night.
Me too. I'm excited to continue on with that one. I think that one's going to be really fun. A little less chaotic.
Then the potatoes? Yeah, that's not hard.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Vanessa. Welcome to the party. I think I was on chapter 8 last night. Either 8
I think
or
you
9.
were saying 40 though, that you need to get up to 40.
Oh, to get up to. I can read. Yeah, get to chapter 40. I was on chapter 8.
You were only on 8? I feel like you were further than that.
No, I didn't get very super far.
I'm at 15.
Well,
but I kept reading after you guys closed out.
Okay, yeah. No, I fell asleep almost immediately after we finished.
I think you needed it.
Yeah, always. It was also midnight, so
Yeah, I think I read till midnight. But I'm not gonna lie, the clickery thingy is a dangerous tool.
Why?
because you go real fast. There's no like
Really?
pause to turn the page. It's just like click, click, click. Let's go.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I've like seen various Kindle setups and things.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't like my grip because it's too tense. It's
gotcha.
very stiff. But the ring clicker,
That's what
just
she
sitting in
said.
bed going click, 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 click. Oh, it was great.
Nice. That is fun. Yeah, I'll figure something out. I don't know. We'll see.
I need to do a different one of these. But I need to do this
Yeah.
tonight because I broke my actual pop socket and it feels weird holding this without the pop socket.
Ooh, interesting.
Like the top, like it all fell apart. It just all like there's no
Yeah,
saving
that's
it.
rough. Well, I'm reading a physical book.
Uh you're better than me.
Crazy. I just never do that.
I have two physical books for this TBR, including this one,
Fun.
and then one you gave me, Howl for the Gargoyle.
Oh, fun. Perfect. Yeah, I have several that I own physically, but like also if I can find things on audio, I'm gonna listen to them on audio. So yeah.
Can't do smut on audio. I really can't. I've
What?
tried it. I can't do
Oh,
smut on audio.
I didn't
I
realize
applaud
that.
those who can.
Yeah. Well, so you're in the majority, I've discovered. I thought everyone was just like listening to smut on audio, but apparently not. Um,
Dude, like I feel cringy about it.
nah. Most of the time it's like same thing as when I'm reading like a regular book where it's just like, yep, it's happening.
It's going down.
Yeah. So
I
anyway,
applaud you for it.
I think tonight we're gonna try and focus and get a lot of reading done.
Got this. Got this.
Oh my gosh. I'm interested to see what you think, Vanessa, of Kiss of Seduction. Um, and I hope you like it. And maybe one day we'll finish the 20% smut stud.
Is the problem that it is only 20% smut?
I I wouldn't say it's 20% smut. Um, like there was an okay amount of smut. It wasn't anything crazy, but I don't know. It's like he because it's Omegaverse, like I love an Omegaverse, but sometimes it like they get a little too alpha. And I'm like, no, I want a sweet alpha.
Yeah.
Um,
See,
yeah,
my orc romance was a little too like sweet and like sweet family vibes and not enough smut.
gotcha. I like I don't know, I like a combo. I
Yeah,
like
like it could have
some
had a
good
slightly better balance. Like you could have taken away some like repetitive dialogue and explanation and like put in another smut scene or two and it would have been perfect.
yeah, yeah. This is really real though. I feel this deeply because I also am having a hard time reading with my eyeballs.
The world's on fire. It's hard to do.
Yeah, I'm like I love just like listening to an audiobook and like disassociating while I'm like playing like I don't know, like happy color on my phone. Like it's great. I love it. Um anyway, do you want to
Let's
read?
do this. Let's
How long
do
do you
this.
want to read for?
You tell me, my dear.
We could
We're in.
do I always like 45. I feel like an hour sometimes gets to be too long.
Distracting.
Yeah. I get easily distracted. So let's do 45. Or we can read to the top of the hour. So do like a 49.
45 and some change. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. 49-minute thing. Let's do that. All right, let's do it. Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
Good. Just had a delicious little scene.
Ooh,
What a fun time.
do tell. Which one are you reading again?
I'm reading
Oh,
A
yeah.
Soul Detached. Yeah. These Duskwalkers, they're crazy.
Even more than the first one?
I don't know. This one is faster than the first one. The first one was a bit more of a slow burn.
Well, you had to world build a lot in the first
Yeah,
one.
yeah, absolutely. There's a lot more world
Yeah.
building. This one did not take nearly as long to get to the action.
Nice. Love it. You gotta love a book later in the series for that.
It's a great time. Well, and I like the she was trying to seduce him. It was great.
Love it.
Like,
Love to see
"I'm gonna
it.
climb this Duskwalker." And I'm like, "I
It's like
support
this thing without a face on it.
you, girl." How's yours going?
Mine's definitely gonna be Polly and not White Shoes. So I'm pumped.
Good, as it should be.
And it's a sylph who can he's an elemental. He turns into air essentially, and a werewolf
Ooh,
and a witch.
okay.
And I got to a quote and I fist pumped the air that was the sylph is telling her, "I'm gonna let you in on my secret, my sweet. I spy on you because you're mine." His grin grows absolutely feral, and I spy on him because he's ours.
Ooh,
I'm
okay,
like, yes,
fine.
here for this.
What a fun little time there.
Oh, so far they've just they went on a ride as wind, the sylph and the woman, and then watched the werewolf pleasure himself, and then approached him at a bar where he
I
has a
love
book
that.
waiting for him. The bartender's like, "Is it time for your book?" And just hands him his book and a beer. Um,
Wait, what the heck? I want that.
I know. I was like, "What's this setup? I would like
How do
it."
I find a bar like that near me?
Yep.
Damn.
So I'm enjoying it. I'm not mad.
Good.
I got to page 65. So
Okay, cool. Yeah, I read I don't remember where I was last. I think I read 40-ish pages.
same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was around 25 when I started.
Yeah. We're making our way through. It's
We
great.
did. We did the thing. We said we were going to be focused, and we both read.
Focused. Hi, Shauna. Welcome to the party.
What are you reading, Shauna?
Yeah, let us know if you're reading a monster book or another book. I mean, I guess that's fine too. Whatever.
Other books are acceptable, I guess, but it is mine.
4% into Kiss of Seduction. And it does start very dark. Yeah. The first 4 chapters were almost like a prologue
Yeah.
in a way. But yeah, it definitely started off dark.
You haven't gotten to the first bit of Hanky Panky yet in Kiss of Seduction, have you?
Not between the two of them, no.
I have, so it's not far from you.
Okay, that's good. I was not ready for a slow burn.
I mean, it's not definitive yet, but they have Hank the Pank.
Some pink. Fantastic. I love to see it.
Here for you.
Yeah.
Was it you I almost broke with my Rogers my Hammerstein quote?
Oh my god, that one killed me. Roger my Hammerstein.
Really Rogers my Hammerstein, what can I say?
It's a good one. I liked that.
And it's only good for a certain subset of people. It's either musical lovers or old people and nothing in between.
Yeah. And rightfully so. That is something for a very niche specific audience.
And I am old and a musical lover, so here I am.
Here we are.
Speaking of, did you see the first look at Orville Peck as MC?
I haven't.
He's got a mask.
I mean,
we were all wondering.
I was like, there's no way they're
How would
gonna.
he without the mask?
Yeah. Um, yeah. I don't know. I don't know much about Orville Peck. Um, I have a friend who is friends with him, and then LA.
Yeah,
That's how
that's
it
how
is.
you do.
And I was like, "So you know what he looks like?" And he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Well, we all know who he is.
Do we? I don't
Like, he's
know.
the drummer for a punk band. Like, he's been
Oh, cool.
identified because of his tattoos. Like, this is his
Gotcha.
second career. Yeah, I don't know his name because I don't know that punk band. And for me, he will always be Orville Peck.
Yeah. No, I don't really know much about him. But should be fun.
Yeah,
Him
I'm
being
excited
MC.
with him and what's her name, who's escaping me right now, as Sally Bowles'
Isn't
original
it even a Blazada?
Eurydice.
Yeah. Yeah. I just saw a video of them because the whole original cast, the like leads, they did
They
a,
were
a short
all,
2 week
and
stint.
then Patrick
I
Page blew out his
know.
Achilles.
I know. That was tragic. I
Then
think
it,
he was still able to film though. So he was able to
yeah,
do so we'll be able to watch that. And honestly, Hades with a cane, kind of hot.
works. It works. I'm not gonna
Like
lie. And there's something. It's probably just the voice. But his voice makes him so sexy. Add the cane to it. Here for it.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh my god. And he's like,
Here for it.
"Hey, little songbird." And you're like,
Oh,
"Yeah, for sure."
ugh,
In a register I didn't
melting.
even know existed. Like, what do you mean?
Like somehow the entire theater just rumbled. I didn't know I needed that in my life, but
Yeah.
please do it again.
I would have killed to see it. I mean, I thought about it. When they announced it, I seriously thought I was like, what if I just like go to London for a weekend?
You could have seen that in Hercules.
Yeah, that Hercules Starlight Express,
Yeah, you gotta get lesbian
lesbian
train.
grease ball. Love of my life. I love her.
You could have done one more because you could have done matinee, evening.
Yeah. Wait, there was something else that I was like, oh, Richard II with
Richard
Jonathan
II looked
Bailey.
really good, but the one that was really intriguing me was the importance of being earnest.
Well, that one's not live.
They were doing it at one point, weren't they?
They were, but not this last month. That
Yeah.
one, it was filmed and they were,
Yeah, with new Doctor Who, right?
yeah, with Nchuti. Um, yeah, but those weren't running all at the same time.
Pointing.
I know, because I also would have loved to see that. But I do the National Theater. Do you subscribe to the National Theater Live?
No,
I think
I've
you'd
thought
like
about it
it.
though. Yeah.
You should check that out because National Theater, they like always film all of they do pro shots of like all their stuff. So you can watch the Midsummer Night's Dream with Gwendolyn Christie in it.
Mm.
So good. Her playing Titania.
Oh, she is a goddess. Of course she'd be Titania. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah. She plays Titania and what's her name? Hippolyta, Queen of the Amazons. Mm-hmm.
Well, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I've played around with it. I just haven't. I've been so busy. I haven't.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where I'll subscribe to it for like a couple months and watch some things and then not subscribe and then when they add new stuff. So I'm figuring when that gets added.
Yeah, that's the time to add it. Because I love the importance of being earnest in general, but this production looks really good.
Yeah.
And I've been genuinely considering, speaking of the author, because I've been working on my list of what I want to try to see and what how much I'm gonna spend on everything when I go to New York. And I've contemplated the new Portrait of Dorian Gray.
Oh yeah. Who's in that one right now?
I don't know her name, but she's the
Um,
Spagliato.
yeah, Emma Darcy.
They like to
It's
take on having a female lead for that.
yeah, I think they're
Are they
non-binary.
non-binary?
Yeah, but they're doing
Non-traditional.
what?
At least a non-traditional lead. I'm
Yeah,
here for it.
non-traditional, and it's one person play,
Yeah.
which is
Which,
cool.
like, one of the reasons I'm timing my visit when I am and not actually coming on my birthday is to line up with a two-person play. So
There you
right now I've got
go.
Cabaret, Pirates of Penzance musical, The Last 5 Years, my two-person play,
Mhm.
Gypsy, Death Becomes Her, and if Bernadette is still in Old Friends, I want to consider that.
Mm. Yeah,
That's kind of my short list right now. I'm sure it will change, but
yeah.
that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, there's a couple I need to see. I need to see Sunset Boulevard before it closes.
Oh,
It
that's been
closes in
I've
the
like
summer.
waffled on if I want to do that one or not. Because I've
Yeah.
heard really good things, but I don't want to give Nicole Scherzinger my money right now.
Well, that's I wanna see it on a Tuesday because that's when, oh, what's her name is in it? Um, she was original Nina in The Heights.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about. I'm never gonna get her name.
And she was in Hamilton, but not original cast, but she is
But she's great. Yeah, I'd
yeah,
see her before Nicole Scherzinger. I'm not giving her my money.
yeah. No, she's in every Tuesday. I don't know why, but she is.
It's your day off for
I
your
don't know what
weekend, I
that
guess.
contract is, but yeah.
No, I'm
Um,
here for it.
yes, this is Frankenstein with, Benedict Cumberbatch and,
I adore Frankenstein. I don't adore Benedict Cumberbatch.
but it also has it's him and James McAvoy,
Love James McAvoy.
right? I'm
Who's the
pretty sure
doctor? Who's
it's
the monster?
well, so that's the thing. They switch off. So there's 2 different
I like
productions of
that.
it. They would
I
do
like
it, like,
that.
every other night they would switch.
Oh, interesting. Oh, John Lee Miller. Johnny
Oh,
Lee Miller.
Johnny Lee
I like
Miller,
Johnny Lee
yeah,
Miller. The like thing
I
that
do
always
love
stands out in my head for Johnny Lee Miller, it's the dumbest thing to be like, oh yeah, Johnny Lee Miller from like in my head, he's always from Dark Shadows.
I always think of him well, so Sherlock, or
That's how
Elementary,
most people think of him. I'm like,
or,
Dark Shadows.
there's a great production or a great, thing of Emma that he was in. It was
Oh
like a
yeah.
miniseries. He was in Emma and he was in Northanger Abbey?
Yes, he was in Northanger Abbey.
Yeah.
And he was hilariously in a like 90s Britcom called Keeping Up Appearances.
Oh, fun.
The very first time I ever saw him, he was the like married sister's toy boy.
Mhm. Nice. It's fun.
Good old Johnny Lee Miller. But
Johnny
I
Lee
don't get the Cumberbatch. And we went through a really long period of him being the whitest actor to ever white in roles that were not really intended for white actors. And I got real sick of it. He also got
What was
contaminated
he
by
in?
my deep dislike for Moffat.
Mm,
Stephen Moffat.
yeah.
Khan is not
Yeah.
supposed to be a white character. Stephen
Who's not?
Strange is Khan from Star Trek, not a white act, not a white role.
Oh, I forgot he was in that.
And Stephen Strange is notoriously always ethnically ambiguous in his art style intentionally so that
Mhm.
anybody could feel like they could be Stephen Strange. And then they had Tilda, who I love, also being the whitest person to ever white in a not white
Yeah,
role.
that casting was crazier to me than Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
But
But it was just like
yeah.
in quick succession of like, oh yeah, you got the whitest white guy, cool.
Yeah.
And I've never forgiven Stephen Strange for Multiverse of Madness. So here we are.
I mean, that's not his fault, but
Sam Raimi's fault, but
yeah. Craziest movie. Oh my god.
I had COVID when that first released. I was supposed to go with my friends and
I
they went without
remember
me.
you
And then
told me.
they were like, don't. Don't go
For the
until we can
best.
go with you as moral support, and
For the
if you don't
best.
feel up to it right away, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. It was so bad. I feel like that was one of the last Marvel movies that I watched. We had this conversation
I feel like we
already.
did, yeah. Well,
Having
because Dean
deja
was
vu.
asking us about Marvel movies
Yeah,
in a sprint recently.
they're fine.
They
They're
used to be great, and now they're like, "Mm, they're there."
yeah,
I am excited for Fantastic Four. I like the aesthetic of the Fantastic Four trailer.
I don't care.
Plus Pedro.
Yeah, I don't know. I just anything Marvel, I'm like, whatever, it's there.
The last one I saw in the theater was definitely the Marvels, and I was like, "Okay, then I'm done now."
I have thought about rewatching Agents of Shield because I stopped after. So, did you watch Agents of Shield?
I started and then said, Agent Carter's a much better TV show, and I'm gonna give my time there, and then it got canceled. And I never went back to Agents of Shield.
I mean, you could have watched both, but
I didn't have time.
fair,
I think when they
fair.
were airing, I was literally working 7 days a week, like 12-hour
Yeah,
days at a museum. And I was like, I have only so much time.
yeah. I did love Agent Carter. No, Agents of Shield. I watched end of season one. You find something out, and then in case you ever want to watch it, and then I think I stopped after season three. Yeah. Not because I wasn't liking it, just because I didn't have time to keep up with it.
That before or after the Hydra guy reveal?
That is end of season one, you find out that he's with Hydra, and then all of season two, nobody else knows, but you as the audience knows,
Yeah.
if I remember right. Um, yeah. There is like I know. It does have really good found family vibes. There's like 7 seasons, I think.
I think actually I think I gave up when they killed Coulson in the movies, and I was like, well, I'm sure they'll figure out a way around this. I don't care.
Yeah. No, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I love the characters. I love Fitz. I love Simmons. Daisy was fine.
Daisy?
Yeah, what's her name? Sky. That's her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She was fine. Um, who else was in it? Oh, Colby Smulders. Great.
Mhm. We love her. I saw her do an interview recently where somebody asked how she felt being a lesbian icon, and she's like, "Wait, I am? I
Yeah,
am?"
I saw that. Like Maria Hill, she's gay. Anyway, think we should probably do another sprint soon.
I want to get back to my
Yeah. Do you
want
want to
some piss.
do we could go to like top of the hour and do a 40-minute sprint. We could go
Whatever you want
longer.
to do, my dear.
Oh my god, that's so much pressure. Um, we could do a like 55-minute sprint to go. I just hate ending at like not a
Not around.
round.
So you want to end at like a 15?
Yeah, we could do that. Um, what is this
Oh, very
book?
nice. Chain Gang All Stars. It's
Yeah,
not monster romance.
no, I figured.
If you read that title thinking monster romance, you're gonna get a very different
Well,
interpretation.
yeah, I think of everything, at least from a somewhat monster mindset.
And I mean, we have the chain of courts of chains and chains
Yeah,
and
quarter chains
demons.
and anyway, let's do a 55-minute sprint.
Let's do that.
All right. See y'all soon. Hello.
Hello, hello. How'd you do? You having a good time?
Good. I'm at a sad part.
No, not sad.
He has a tragic past.
Oh, our poor little Duskwalker.
I know.
Do we get to see their mom again? I like their mom.
I think so. I assumed no, number 4 must not be the mom.
Is it the spider lady?
No, their mom is the owl lady, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Spider lady was
Um,
bad. The owl was good.
I even remember a spider lady. I'll be real.
I think she dies in the first book. I just got them
Yeah,
mixed up in
book
my
1
head.
was so long ago.
Right now, the algorithm has been feeding me a lot of pet jumping spider content, so spiders have been top of mind.
No, thank you.
I was just actually texting with some friends. There's a friend of mine, my best friend's opening a bookstore, and she was talking about doing a wall of Polaroids of all the pets that visit, and I was like, "Well, will my cats count?" She's like, "If you bring them there." So what if I adopt the pet jumping spider that the algorithm wants me to adopt? She's like,
Absolutely
"Absolutely."
not. You would be banned from
Ooh.
my bookstore if you did that.
I went and tried to bring one to your bookstore.
I'm not a spider person. I do not like spiders.
I don't either, but there's something about the jumping spiders that I've been
No,
getting fed that I'm just like, they're so freaking cute.
no,
It helps that
no,
I read a sci-fi book where you're in the head of a jumping spider for over 500 pages.
oh
I
my
really
god.
liked being a jumping spider. I really liked her.
No. No, thank you. Even the, whatchamacallit, Ensnared,
Ensnared.
anytime I would remember that he's, like, a spider, I'd be like, "No, thank you."
I never finished that one. I felt like that was gonna
I
be for
liked
me, but I
it.
didn't get there.
I liked it, I just didn't like,
You
I
need
would have to
to not think he was a
actively
spider.
yeah, I would have to actively forget that he was a spider. So, no, thank you. But Jean's in the house and watching Traders.
Jean, is this the one with Bob? The season with Bob, the drag queen.
True. One day I'll watch Traders.
I do like Alan Cumming.
I know it's been going on for a while, right?
Yeah, I think it's on season 3 or 4.
Which is crazy because I'd never heard of it until this year.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I'm not like a reality TV person.
Neither am I, but I get fed a lot of Alan Cumming content because the algorithm knows who I am.
Totally, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
It knows me, and I've loved Alan for a long time.
Yeah.
Not a
And
spider
Cammy's
girl.
in
That's
the
okay.
house and also not a spider girl.
I didn't think I was gonna be a spider girly, but Instagram has told me that I am one. And I'm starting to believe they know me better than I know myself.
Instagram doesn't know you. It doesn't know your life.
I don't know. It's trying to convince me to buy a pet jumping spider. And I'm
Yikes.
almost convinced. And another friend of mine was like, "Oh, you too want the pet jumping spider? Should we go together and buy pet jumping spiders?"
No. Ooh, I'm getting like heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. I can't.
There.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
How's your book?
it's good. The werewolf who has never been with a man before is starting to come around to the idea. So I think they're gonna all just pile up together here in the next reading sprint.
Hell yeah.
Ready
Hell
for it.
yeah.
Tension's getting electric.
Good. Uh, I need
I'm
to I
about
need to read that series.
You do. It is a silly goofy time. I'm about 30% in now.
Nice.
And it gets wilder. Like the first book is very tame compared to where it gets. Like book think it's book 4 when it's the vampire and the witch. That one went places I was not expecting it to go. Not gonna lie.
Ooh.
There were some sex scenes where I was like, that's happening? Really? I didn't think I'd be into this, but let's go.
Wait, what happens?
Um, all of the houses are somewhat sentient, but the vampire's house gets in on the action with them.
Okay. That's
And I was like,
crazy.
oh, I'm
Huh.
not mad at it.
Oh no, don't know about that one.
It's like boiling a frog. It's not crazy at first, but by the time you get there, you're like, I'm down. You're really uncertain.
Great.
Yeah.
That remind me of work. Damn, that's crazy, Jean.
Jean's been going through it at work lately.
That's really rough. I'm so sorry.
I offered to come to Canada and key someone's car, but
Yeah, road trip. Woo. Be a longer road trip for you.
yeah, I would probably fly and then road trip.
But road trip, it's harder for them to track you.
I don't actually trust planes right now. But you know, the tariffs are gonna make gas impossible shortly. So
We just can't win, you know?
we're gonna be in the Hunger Games in no time.
Can't wait to just, I'll just backpack everywhere.
I can see that for
I'll
you.
pro
I'm an
pull
inside
a,
cat though, so I'll just
or
die.
I'll be like the Amish and I'll have like a horse and buggy.
Oh, have you ever read an Amish romance?
I haven't. Not really
They're
my thing.
cringy. In high school, a friend tried to get me to read Amish romances with her, and I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah. I know they're a thing. I know
I love
people
them.
that read them and I'm just like not interested.
We're here reading about Monster Peen, so I don't know that.
Yeah, it'd be really different than my norm.
What if there was an Amish monster?
What are they gonna do? Have a or a closed door, no spice
I don't. What kind of
monster
monster would
romance?
the
What's the
Amish
point
have?
then? Huh?
What kind of monster would the Amish have?
I'm sure there's some demons.
Oh, demons, that would be, yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Getting
Oh,
into a
I got
slum.
excited because I thought there was actually a monster Amish romance, but it's just the Amish Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
Not the
no.
same.
No.
But hilariously,
Um,
the actual monster book that keeps popping up in this Google search is Morning Glory Milking Farm.
as it should.
'Cause, you know,
Everyone
milking.
should read Morning Glory Milking Farm. I feel like it's a rite of passage.
I actually haven't yet.
You didn't read it with us?
Mm,
Oh, you should read it. I really liked it.
I've heard nothing but good things, but
Yeah,
I
it
didn't.
genuinely was a good time. It's cozy. It like
Love me a cozy.
it's hard to describe because I want to say it's a slow burn, but it's like not, but like it is.
Is it like quick to action but slow to romance?
Well, okay, so it's complicated because so like you know the premise, right? Where it's like her job is to like collect Minotaur semen.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna go with a euphemism there. You're just like, no,
I was
semen.
trying to think of one and
Scientific.
but I'd say like Minotaur milk, but then people might think I mean actual milk and like no. So she like collects it and she like forms a friendship with one of the minotaurs that comes in that she's collecting from. And that's the love interest. And so it's like kind of like a friends to lovers, but like she also jacks him off
For funsies.
for work.
Yeah.
For work purposes.
Friends with capitalistic benefits.
Yeah. Sure. But yeah. Yeah, it's such a good book. I loved it. It's so fun. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, what? I don't understand what's happening anymore.
Neither does Trump.
I know, but like just in
He
general.
just did a
Also, don't
Tesla ad in
invoke
front of the
his
White
name
House
on this
today. Like,
channel.
he doesn't know what's happening.
Don't say his name here. I don't want some
The
algorithm.
felon in chief.
That one guy.
The orange monster.
Yeah. No, don't call him a monster. We like monsters on this channel.
The orange rat bastard.
There we go. Perfect. Combination of Amish or Mennonite romance / murder mystery. That sounds crazy. Yeah, no, they don't. All the like Amish romance.
Like watching a Bollywood movie where they never kiss.
Yeah, no, they like don't kiss or anything. Because like it is meant for. It's not like Sierra Simone who writes like Peace Priest or like those books.
It's like they're meant for the Amish community.
Yeah.
Or like the formerly Amish.
Yeah.
One of my really good friends was adopted from Korea into a Mennonite family. And that was a doozy of experience for her.
That's gotta be wild.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It really confused me when I first met her because I was like, what is your background? What's happening here? Like, why did you grow up in a fundamentalist family? Like, how did the Koreans find this? Oh, they didn't. They just found you. Got it.
Could she churn butter though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
She's a hell of a baker. And she is who I would go to in an end of the world scenario because she's got the most incredible garden. But also like a like massively progressive politician here in Texas and like raises money for progressive campaigns in the state.
Oh, that's cool. What a fun little intersection. I like, because here's the thing, there are several things that like, I'm like, I get, because like being able to live off the earth and very like sustainable things, but also like, I know puppy mills are a problem and like all of that. So,
and like, there are some gross crimes.
It's a cult.
Yeah. There's some gross crimes that happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like some of the things, cool.
As with many things in life, the intentions, admirable.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, I think everyone should know like those basic kind of like not rely on technology type of skills, but everything that goes with it, not so much. Anyway.
We digress.
Anyone wants to romance.
Right. This was also the first book that I've started from KU that had a whole thing on it about not using AI generated art or content in books. Like had like 3 pages about the evils of AI generated content, which I found interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, trust that no one believes this cover was generated by a computer.
Except people do, so
I know, but the computer would have done better.
Yeah, but people try to. There was one I was looking at for classic literature, and then I like looked more closely at the cover, and I was like, "That's AI." And the thing is I don't trust an author who uses an AI cover to not also use AI to like write part of their book.
Right. Well, Paolini, the To Sleep in a Sea of Stars prequel or sequel, had an AI cover from a traditional publishing house. Fractal Noise. It was a huge scandal when it came out. They had to like
Yeah,
publicly apologize, but didn't change the cover.
of course not. Yeah, I'm just like, pay artists, especially traditional publishers.
Yeah, what publisher was that? To Sleep in a Sea of Stars sequel. I think it was like a tour.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep, tour.
Yeah, I think they've been dinged a couple times with that
AI.
one and with what is it called? The it's a black cover. It's by Runex, Gothicana.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. People were like, "We're pretty sure this is
Oh,
AI."
yeah. Yeah, looking at it, you're like, yeah.
Wait, which one's book two?
Fractal Noise.
Oh, interesting. Like, you couldn't have paid someone to design that?
I know.
Oh, yeah, you can tell with like the arms.
Yeah. Like, and they did it early enough on that you're like, we could tell. We could have at least
Yeah.
given it. And people have even like been able to trace it back to what taught it
Of
too.
course.
Because it's a Shutterstock image that informed it.
Yeah. The things that get me is like all the fan art. I'm like, guys, please stop.
This is the like side by side.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
So annoying.
Oh, Bloomsbury admits to using AI generated artwork for a Sarah J. Maas novel.
Yeah, they did. It was for like one of the editions. It wasn't like the first cover. They were like, this is a whatchamacallit edition. Or I think it was like the British edition or something, the UK edition.
Interesting. So interesting.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, that one especially, you have the money for that.
Like she has enough money on her own to create 16 variants of every cover with
Yeah.
a paid artist.
Yeah. Like, you're fine. You're good.
Pretty sure the computer doesn't need to do that. Although I will
No.
say my favorite AI content right now is when they ask Adolf Hitler, his AI bot, about how much damage he could do to our country and if it agrees with Adolf Hitler. And his AI hates him. His AI is afraid of him.
Wait, I don't know who this is.
Elon.
Oh, gotcha.
People
Of
around here have
course.
been calling him Adolf Hitler, and the cars are no longer Teslas, they're swastikars.
Well, yes, I've heard that. Yeah. No, no
Oh,
fun.
my
Not
boss has a Tesla right now, and she's desperate to get like into like a side swipe situation where it does enough damage that she can total it out.
She's like, I just need to like park it somewhere so someone can like run into it or like
Yeah. I just need somebody to Titanic it and just like ding it all the way down 4 panels.
yeah, absolutely. I haven't read it.
Yeah, neither have I. And when I purchased it, I got a real giggle out of the fact that they don't make a lot of mass market paperbacks anymore, and I miss them. Like, I love a good mass market, but for some reason, this 8 to 900 page normal paperback they decided to release as a mass market, and I was so tickled by the fact that
So
they
it's
did
like
that in this
this
book that
thick.
that's the 1,200 pages.
That is insane.
So stupid. The font's so tiny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the fractal noise cover.
The original cover isn't AI, but Fractal Noises cover. This the second book in the series is.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've actually never read anything from this author because I never read that Dragon series.
He wrote, okay, I didn't like it.
I watched the movie and said, not for me.
I tried to read the first book like 5 different times, and every time I'd get a little bit further and then I would lose interest. And I was like, this one, not my jam.
I have a friend right now who reads a lot of fantasy who has, for the first time in her life, decided to try to read Tolkien. She's starting with The Hobbit. She's like, every time I try, I fall asleep, Elizabeth. I don't know what to do.
What the heck? And she's reading it wrong. There's a really great audiobook.
I told her she needed to start with Lord of the Rings.
No,
I think it's going to be more
start
her
with The
speed. I think
Hobbit.
she's having the same hard time with The Hobbit that I had with the first Harry Potter book when I tried to read it as an adult. I think she's not engaging because it's too like
It's
child geared,
Yeah.
coded for her, and she's just not able to connect.
There's a really great audiobook of The
With
Hobbit.
Andy?
What?
With Andy Serkis.
No, there's
He does
I
Lord
mean,
of the
that
Rings.
one's really good, but there's a really great one that is a full cast.
Oh,
It has
that might
like
help her.
a let me see. It's audiobook.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
pretty
got Andy
sure.
Serkis on deck for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. No, there was like one that I saw, I want to say it was on Libro, that had like a full cast reading it, which was really fun. Maybe this one. No, that one's Andy Serkis. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
like, not gonna lie, Andy Serkis, when he's just like normal Andy Serkis, hot. You can get it when he's not being Gollum.
Well, yeah. You're
Except
saying
I
that
did
like
have
that's a
one
crazy
moment with an
thing.
ex-boyfriend, like mid-coitus, like we were in the middle of doing the deed, and he like pulled out the Gollum voice while he was in me, and I was like, nope, never again. Like, you need to get out and go away from me. I don't know what you think you were doing, but like pulled out the Gollum voice while we were
That is crazy. Oh my god.
So most traumatic experiences of my life.
I know. Anyway, I think we should do one last sprint. That is insane.
It was so weird.
And there's a reason why that's your ex.
Yeah. He ended up marrying a woman named Panda.
What?
Big individual.
Interesting. Hey Chrissy, welcome to Oh my god.
I met him when I was doing Rocky Horror.
Yeah. Like, I'm not surprised by that. Of course.
Yeah, no.
He was a theater person, Rocky Horror. Yeah.
When I was running around in my underwear as Janet. So I'm sure I totally attracted normal people during that time of my life. Totally.
For sure. Yeah. Wait, what book?
Oh, is it the no, that's not Lord of the Rings. I was like, because Fangirl, but that's like fake Harry Potter fan fiction.
Yeah. I haven't read it since Sprints last night, but it was really good when I left it.
I had
Um,
contemplated reading it tonight, and then you put the other book in the thumbnail, and I was like, yeah, I actually want to read that one tonight.
Throughout the book, they refer to her as I need
Was
you
this
to
written by my ex?
I need you to tell me the title so I never read that book.
I need to know who wrote it.
Chrissy, you cannot leave us hanging.
Rissy.
What do you mean?
Chrissy, I don't like this.
Here's the thing, like I just the the amount of like pop culture or like references made in some books are rough.
It feels wrong if you try to.
Yeah. And they're like trying to make them like fun and quirky or whatever. And it's not. It just is uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
you're just like, why? Because that was how I felt about the second Bergman brother book.
Oh, interesting.
Did you read the
I liked the second Bergman brother book, but I liked Ren. I
well,
liked
I
the man
liked
the most. I didn't
I
care about
liked
Frankie one way or the other, but I liked Ren the most.
I liked Ren a lot. And I liked Frankie, except why was she wearing Harry Potter underwear
All the time.
all the time?
I agree. I agree with that, Reed. I gave it a lot of credit because I liked Ren so much.
Helena Hunting, please.
Helena Hunting, is your real name Panda?
That's crazy. What a crazy thing. Is this one of the ones that just got reprinted? Um
Oh, she wrote Pucked.
yeah, she's written a lot.
Probably not Panda.
She writes a lot of like hockey romances. She writes oh, this came out recently. Interesting.
So don't read that one.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but it was like that and then her like weird like I'm gonna pretend to put a spell on you with my cane in
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bergman Brothers book, and then I don't know.
Yeah, I really let myself get distracted by the Shakespeare Club.
Yeah, there was so much about it that I was vibing with, but I was just like, and it also didn't help that I read it like in 2024,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I know she wrote it pre J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling being like the worst turf
The
ever,
worst.
but
The
um
worst.
yeah, but it was still like, okay, I'm kind of over it. And Helena Hunting is Canadian. That's why she writes of so much hockey. I don't know.
She is. She lives in Milton.
Oh, we're learning so much.
I know. And some of it we don't want to know.
And some of it I didn't need to know.
And
And
most of
on
it
that,
involves Olive Joyce. I'm so sorry. And I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
scarred.
You're telling me he wasn't in you.
Stop. I will kick you out of this live stream. Oh my god. Let's do another sprint. Doing one more sprint. We'll do you want to do one more 45?
Sure.
Okay.
Take us to the 30.
Yep. I'm going to do another 45-minute sprint. Um thank you, Jean. I
Yeah.
just watched it.
Pearl Queen's always
Um
gorgeous.
thank you. Thank you. All right, let's read. Hello.
You look like you're ready for bed.
I am.
How are they doing?
My gosh, it's an emotional roller coaster, Elizabeth.
Oh no.
So 1 minute there's a whole lot of hanky panky, and the next minute they're emotionally talking to each other.
Oh.
It's rough. It's rough.
Oh dear, that is rough. I got the hanky panky, and it turns out our werewolf is a little bit dominant.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's also a therapist, and he's like, we should do not therapy together. And she threw paint cans at him. So I don't know where that's gonna go.
You say not therapy, like KON?
Like, you need therapy, but like, I can't be your therapist because we bone in. But like, I can help you get some coping mechanisms. And instead, she threw paint cans at him, called
Seems
it
like
art
a coping
therapy, and
mechanism.
then sucked him off like you do.
Like you do. That's funny.
I'm not into the whole like he's her pseudo counselor, but everything else I'm vibing with.
That's fun. Sounds good.
Who's Joe?
That's my brother.
I was like, Joe knows you. Joe has to know you.
Yep. I'm sure he's gone by now.
Yeah, I loved. I saw it and cackled.
And Laura stopped by.
Oh yeah, are you doing
Where's-
Monster March Madness too?
Hell yeah.
Happy Monster March, Laura. What does your TBR look like?
I know. I wanna hear.
What are you thinking? What's
What's
the
on your
first one you're gonna
TBR?
start with?
I know we're kind of almost halfway through March, which is crazy.
Yeah, Saturday will in fact be the Ides. The Ides of March.
Yikes. Yikes.
So fast.
I know. I'm behind in my reading. Yeah.
Same. And I have this book that I have to read for one of my book clubs. And this book that I have to read for one of my book clubs, and I have started neither of them.
Oh
This
no.
one's chunky.
Yeah, I have another book I have to read for my book club at work. And then I have to finish this. And then I have 6 more Monster March Madness books to read.
Mm-hmm. Same, plus these 2 sci-fi books.
Yep.
Because me and Sam have already finished this one. I'm the only one I haven't started.
Yeah. And I had like other books I was gonna try and read this month, and I'm like, it's just not gonna happen.
Fast, Catherine, and we're having a good time with what we're doing.
We're having a good time. We're having fun. This is reading. Reading is for fun.
Preach.
So there. Yeah. He just makes appearances whenever.
For a split second, when I just saw the caption, I was like, did Jayla show up? But then I saw it was Joe and not Jayla.
That would be funny. And Jayla would be impressed that we're reading.
I mean, and we would hold it over her because she isn't.
Now, she has to read for work.
I know,
And
but
it's
she
not
doesn't
even
get to
things
talk
she's-
about that reading, so I get to make fun of her for not reading.
Exactly. I think that's worse, because then it's like
Get no proof of it.
is reading, but she can't record it on Goodreads or anything.
Well, she could when it comes out. Her Goodreads could be like really well stocked in the future.
Yeah, but it's like, especially if it's manuscripts that they're looking at to acquire, she can't record those ever.
Especially not if they don't pick them up at all.
Exactly.
This is from her publishing house, though.
Oh, there you go. Very fun.
From the saga.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about this one. Who published Mickey 7? I want to read this before going to see the movie. Oh, this is also St. Martin's Press. This is... Yeah. I want to see it before I go watch or read it before I watch Robert Pattinson be an astronaut
Um, very fun.
with that weird accent. The voice he's putting on in the trailer is weird.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Really
No.
interesting.
I don't watch a lot of movies.
Neither do I. I don't watch a lot of much, but I
And
think
I don't
that
really
I
watch
do enough
trailers.
sci-fi that even Instagram's like, you want to watch this.
Oh, and I don't really do the only sci-fi I do. It's funny because my like wrap up will be like, you read so much sci-fi last year. I'm like, it was all Ice
It was
Planet
Ice Planet
Barbarian.
Babies.
Which like sure is sci-fi, but not really.
No, although I am impressed with the sci-fi world building that is in Ice Planets.
Yeah.
I expected none, so like any little bit, I was like, this is better than I thought it was gonna be in terms of the sci-fi content.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, no, and then you get further into it and there's even more world building and stuff. If you
Someday
get
I'll
into
get
some
there.
of the
Someday
other
I'll give up
series.
on my plan.
Yeah. Get into some of
Today's
the
not
other
the day.
series and stuff.
Yeah, maybe later this year. Ooh, Chrissy has
Wolf
been
Gone
reading more Monster
Wild for
Manuals.
Monster Mash, hoping to squeeze one or two more reads this month. Nice. That's the Juliet Cross one, right? I haven't read any of hers, but I think I have her next one that's coming out.
I need to get some short books for the rest of my TBR. I need some novellas.
I know. I really need. Well, so I'm gonna read the whatever with the gargoyles. I don't know why I chose so many large
I did
books.
too. As though March isn't just a month.
Um, yeah.
How long is getting it on with Gargoyles? I don't feel like it was super long. I also
No,
read it
it's not.
really quickly.
It's got to be under. It's around maybe 250.
296.
Oh, that's longer than I expected.
I'm sorry. But they are Kindle, well, they were Kindle pages for me.
Yeah.
They won't be Kindle
Well, I have
pages
the
for thee.
audio. I think I have the audio book for that one, so I'm gonna listen to that one on audio.
One I'm on is 364 pages.
Audio, I can always read faster than anything else. Um, so if I can get something on audio, then I'm solid.
How long is this new Lillian Lark? Oh, that's even longer. Never mind. I don't want to do Married to the Devil. That's nearly 500 pages.
Well, yeah, I'm like, okay, so I had my original TBR. I finished the one Ruby Dixon, and that was good. And then I had Polar Expedition. And that one's super long, but I do have the audio.
Just, I've gone through so many of the novellas that were of interest to me, and now I'm stuck.
Yeah, it's hard because I want to read good ones.
I
And like,
know.
I like a novella, but I feel like sometimes novellas are hard to find, like ones that are like really like well crafted. Like doing
Yes.
a good novella is hard
Yeah. No, I
because you
agree.
have to tell like a full story. You have to, develop the characters enough. You have to develop the relationship, like all in less than like 150 pages.
Yeah. And it just, that's a challenge. There's a
Yeah.
reason why short story collections are never all good.
No. No, they aren't.
Like the
Yeah.
vampire one I have picked, I think, is a 500-page freaking vampire book.
Yeah, the vampire one, I have the audio because I'm doing Blood Orange. So I have the audio for that one. I was between Halfling and Forged by Magic, but I think I have the audio for Halfling.
I was gonna do Lord of Eternal. Oh no, it's actually under 300. No, no, never mind. There's a 1 in front of that. It is 1,200 pages. I'm not reading that one. Oops,
What is 1,200 pages?
oops. The book that I already had on my Kindle, it was a vampire, male vampire, and I was like, this sounds good. The Kindle, okay, never mind. This version, the way that it had it listed, I'm gonna show you. It looks like it says 1,270 pages, right?
Uh-huh.
But if I go to the editions, it just says 270 pages because the publisher's name is one. I
Okay.
almost had a heart
There's like
attack.
that's 5 books. That's
That
like
is unnecessary for smut.
no book should be that long.
But it's Lord of Eternal Night.
Like this one's just under
Just
500 and that's oh yeah, no, that one's definitely not.
I was like, oh, for some reason I thought it was longer. I thought it was going to be closer to 500. I don't know why, but when I saw 1,200, I
Mm-mm.
about shit a brick. It was already on my Kindle, so I was like, I should read that.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So I have Polar Expedition on audio. I have Getting It On with the Gargoyles on audio. I have Blood Orange on audio, and I have Halfling on audio.
Ensnared by the Werewolf is a novella, isn't it? The Lillian Lark?
Yeah.
Okay, that's that. I had that on my list for the Shifter one, so that I might do that
Here you go.
because A, I always have a good time with her, and B, I need a novella.
Nice. Yeah, so I'll do this one. I'm doing physically. Kiss of Seduction, which is like over 500 pages. I'm doing physically.
Which I'm in there with you, and I'm super counting that as my buddy read. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's my buddy read, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, no, it's one big buddy read. And then I'm doing Song of the Abyss.
Oh, is that the sequel to your mermaid one?
Yeah. And that one, and I think Christine just texted me and she's like at page 200 something. And I'm like, girl, I haven't even started yet.
She messaged me last week when I had all of those events, and she's like, I need help. Tell me when you're sprinting. And she's just been reading without it. She's been doing fine.
Oh my God, this has art in it.
Ooh,
That's so
that's pretty.
fun.
So
Oh
I know
my
I make
God,
fun of. Oh, that one's pretty.
it's like a step back.
Love a
Wait,
step back.
this is so fun.
Love a step back.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, I need to get the first one physically.
What was it? Oh, I had one on my gargoyle list that was called Rock in a Hard Place, and I don't remember what it is now. I know I make fun of the map in my smut for Azrael.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely a map at the start of Getting It On with Gargoyles.
Yeah, there are. There's nothing wrong with the map.
No, I just like making fun of her.
Well, because Azrael's like a fantasy. It's a
Well, so is
fantasy
this,
romance.
technically. It's just cozy.
Yeah. What?
I mean, the Haven Ever After is also fantasy.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's like a cozy fantasy romance.
Yeah.
Versus like, and it's a fantasy romance versus Book of Azrael, which is like
It was a fantasy.
with romance.
Yeah. Which is why I gave up. Oh, not for me.
I had a lot of fun with it. I liked it a lot.
I'm glad you guys did. It just I'm not the biggest fantasy girly.
Yeah, you're more sci-fi.
Like I'm not opposed to it. It just doesn't call to me. So like I'll have an okay time with it. But I won't fall in love with it in the same way. Like I read book 1 of the Poppy War and I was like, cool, did that. Done now.
Mm. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a fantasy than a sci-fi person.
Yeah.
I prefer
And I think that's
fantasy.
fair.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I have range.
You do. You know what? We take the paths as the wind directs us. Whatever that
Truly,
mood is, there we will be.
truly. And with that, I
The
think
wind shall
it's
take
time
us
for
to
me to go to sleep.
bed. I concur.
Thank you for joining me.
For having me.
And thank you, anyone who's still in the chat for joining us and reading. We're gonna try and do another sprint at some point. Maybe
I
tomorrow,
believe in
maybe
us.
what?
I believe in us.
I believe in us. Yeah, maybe be tomorrow, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
Stay tuned.
Who knows? But yeah, if you aren't already subscribe to both me and Elizabeth, and also follow us on Instagram. That's where I post most of my Monster March Madness stuff is over on my Instagram, which is the same as my channel name. And have a good night. Bye.